boy doesn't know his parents killed his sister? What?
Grant County 911, what is the status of the emergency? Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
I have no idea. You have a little girl who's not responsive at all. To the adult, the parents are somewhat responsive, but they're in and out of her. And then they have a 7-year-old boy.
His parents killed his sister?
Who is mostly responsive. I was able to get him on a chair, but I don't know what's going on.
Okay, what is your name?
Thaddeus Hawkins and his 911 call led Grant County Police to a scene far more sinister than they could have imagined, uncovering one of the worst cases of child neglect their department had ever witnessed.
Hey, holy shit, this shit look f***ing beat.
She's still alive, she's still alive.
My husband and I, he's been violent a little bit towards me.
What's that?
Oh yeah, come on, my. Come on, bro. Like, if a book could read itself, bro, this would be a f***ing open book. Looks like a f***ing guy.
Thaddeus find the family of four asleep in their squalid home. Both parents were clearly not in proper physical condition.
Holy shit.
Their children, even worse, and none of them were waking up.
Holy shit. Where the f*** are they located, bro? This is like some shit in Haiti. What the f***?
Oh no!
Bro, this is actually bad. This is uncleanable. This make my room look clean. This shit a mess.
What do you got? What is it?
Go, get up!
What is it?
You got a 10-7.
Where?
Right here.
Who, kid?
Move, get up, yes.
Get up now! Get out! Get out! I don't care! Stand up!
This is Music Lee Adame and her husband Matthew Curtis Bynum, and inside their run-down, garbage-filled excuse of a home are two of their children.
How long?
This is actually insane. They didn't call CPS sooner? Like, look at his fucking house.
Hondo, check his vitals. Did y'all smoke dope?
No.
What is it?
No, it's not. No, we just fell asleep really hard. We're
Really hard. Really
32
hard.
Central, start at
Because we believe that.
55. What's going on? Was it?
The state of the home was barely suitable for human habitation.
That ain't barely. That's not suitable at all. Not barely, a lot.
Responding officer described the property as unhygienic, in complete disarray, and having a foul odor.
That made me want to clean my room. I ain't gonna lie. That gave me the ick, bro.
One corner of the room was their 7-year-old son drifting in and out of consciousness. His 5-year-old sister, on the other hand, was smothered underneath the weight of both her parents.
Bruh.
Let's go, get up!
Bruh. This is where they f***ing sleep too?
Where?
Like, how the f*** do you live in these conditions?
Move, get up, yes.
Get up now! Get up! Get
Oh,
up!
the poppy.
Stand up!
I'm gonna start doing that.
Where's your shoes at?
How long?
That little kid's about to grow up through traumatic experience.
Stand up, come on.
That little boy's gotta have the worst traumatic experience when he gets older.
Where is this going?
Stand up! Now!
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you again! Stand up!
I'm standing up. I'm trying to...
Give me the other arm.
Yeah.
Piece of
Stand up! I'm not gonna tell you again!
One child was out safe and on his way to receive immediate medical attention. The other was in a worse, more dire state.
I got you, baby. Come on! I got you, baby. I know.
Jesus.
Hey, she's still alive.
Jesus.
Hey,
Oh
listen to
my
her.
God.
She's still alive.
The officer didn't know it yet, but that wasn't a pulse. According to police reports, when Deputy Pogue moved her, air escaped from her body, making him
What?
believe she was still breathing and took action to save her life. Tragically, all attempts for her resuscitation failed. She had died hours ago.
She was suffocating for several hours, my squished between her parents.
Who or what killed the little girl was still unclear.
I'm so sorry.
Here or there?
Right here, she's right here now.
I hate child abusers, bro.
These are all only people left here?
Yes.
We were really sick last night. But not we are not on
Like, this is just disgusting.
What'd you
This
guys
is
take
just
seriously?
Disgusting.
Then why are you guys acting the way you guys are? And why was your daughter like that?
I don't know. It was good. It was funny, but acting like that.
Super sick last night. We spent a lot of time around somebody that was very sick.
Like, what the is wrong with this?
Sit down right here, okay? Sit up, come on. Oh.
I'm trying.
And he got a full set of hair. Why is niggas like this have hair, bro? Like a full set of fucking beautiful, lavish, goddamn Kurt Cobain hair, man. Give it to me!
I'm trying.
Here. Give me your other hand.
Are those your kids that were with you?
Duh.
Okay. When's the last time that you saw them okay?
Let's go.
What time? 12:30.
Bro, it looks like it's the afternoon. They slept all day.
And then what happened from there? Keep talking. I need to know.
Yeah.
I need to know so that we can help your kids.
Okay.
Tell me.
Yeah. So when they got little bits of help from
Keep talking. Tell me.
we got little bits of help from Walmart, and they gave us what our saturation is.
Okay. Was there any
Saturation.
recreational stuff? Recycling? No. I need to know. The kids
No.
are really sick. Okay. I need to know so that we can take care of them.
Yeah. No.
That makes much sense.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go load him up. Okay, we're gonna go put him in the back. He's good. Can you help me? I don't know if he can walk.
Oh.
Yo, no funny. The place was probably filled with like meth or like literally kills you through the smell. But it would kill all them.
What? Come on.
Can't put my feet underneath.
We're gonna walk.
Claiming they haven't had any drugs was hard
Cap.
to believe. All
Literally.
their complaints about paralysis are common side effects of heavy fentanyl use.
Literally.
Although other lethal chemicals carry similar effects, signs that it could be something entirely different. Unable to get anything useful out of them, both parents were placed in police custody. The kids were put in an ambulance, and this case was turned into a homicide investigation.
Crazy. Crazy.
Randy. Hey, Randy, can you hear me? Yeah. Hey, we're up here. Are you on call?
Yeah.
Okay, one, I don't know about the other one. Two adults up here, I don't know. I got up here and kid was already off purple. I started it and gave her Narcan.
Okay. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Yes, sir.
Purple?
Alright.
That's terrible, bro.
Okay, and I called Gilbert too, so he's on his way too.
Okay, cool.
I know.
Alright, bye.
Like, look where this house is located. How the f did someone report this?
What up? I showed up and everybody's just...
Look at dead someone up here,
and that
bro.
kid was just laying there. Oh, purple. I thought I heard her breathing, but... Okay? Oh, yeah, we're good. Just pissed off because I've been up here with COT 10 times, told them to take the kids, and they give them right back. Did they take the two kids, or?
I have both of them in my room.
Are they... And the other kid?
He's doing good. He's got a couple of marks. I wouldn't quite say it was like abuse.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a mark here and then a scratch on his back. He said he hasn't eaten since Friday. And I asked him what was going on, and he said we are all just cold. So.
Damn.
The hunger, cold, and bruising barely scratched the surface of the treatment the 7-year-old boy had been subjected to. Their father, Matthew, had barely said a word to the police. In fact, he appeared almost incapable of stringing together a coherent sentence. Music, on the other hand, was a lot more forthcoming.
So you said you were around somebody that was sick yesterday.
We were around somebody that was sick before we head out to the party.
Party?
Everything
Oh yeah, that was definitely doing
crazy. And I kept trying to sit up, and I couldn't sit up. It was like super painful. It happened in the middle of the night because I had been asleep already, and then I woke up because the kids got fussy. That's what.
Yeah, you think that dirty fucking house? Obviously.
woke me up.
The kids got fussy.
They got fussy. They were going like they were just crying out. And I'm sorry that I'm coming off as so confused right now because I am really confused. I have no idea why this. No idea. I have nothing to hide from you as far as...
Music had plenty to hide, and this hastily crafted story only served to deflect what her children had gone through inside that home.
Yeah.
Of course, she couldn't even keep that story straight. Just a few hours later, she was at the hospital telling a different story. It wasn't hanging around someone sick anymore. This time, her family was poisoned.
Poison. Yeah, this is delusional.
Music? Is that right, Music? Hey, Music, my name is Randy. I work with the Sheriff's Office.
Fucking delusional.
Kind of got a little bit of a mess right now.
Yeah.
So we're working through it a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
The reason I'm here, I wonder if I could take some pictures of you.
Yes, that's fine.
All right, thank you so much.
Are you the detective?
I am.
Are you the one that will also be getting a toxicology report? Because I need one. I know I've done a lot of in my life, and I've never felt anything like I did last night. It was completely bizarre.
Yeah, maybe because you went to a different plug at a party and they offered you drugs and you fucking accepted it, you stupid ass.
What we had was the chocolate cake that we bought at Albertsons just before bed. We ate one more slice of chocolate cake.
Okay, and what was it that you felt last night?
Last night, I just felt like I couldn't hold myself up. Like, I kept falling into the wall. My kids kept falling into the walls.
You're weak, you were dizzy.
All of the above. All of the above.
You supplying your children with...
First, we're trying to get me
they're
up.
falling into the
It's
wall?
just weird. And I want to know what is in my system and what got in my kids' system.
Yeah, absolutely.
Word,
we
don't
can,
take from the gas
talk with that
station.
with the doctor and see about getting that sent up. So, this is pretty serious. It's kind of a mystery what's going on, right?
Yes.
So we're trying to cover all our bases. I really want to have an in-depth conversation with you about this, but I don't think this is the place to do it.
Obviously, something wasn't adding up. Music was frank about one thing, however. She was a user. Not only did officers find a burnt needle on her during her arrest, she also had ash marks on her sweater. And that toxicology report she wanted, it came back. And as expected, she tested positive for methamphetamine, but not now sparking interest in what caused their initial paralysis. Music wasn't any help in identifying this, while Matthew simply refused to talk.
I mean, fucking look at him, bro. He couldn't even walk. What makes you think he's gonna be able to talk?
Sorry, this is kind of a lot to go through right now, but we're going to take some pictures of you, all right?
Okay.
And what's that? So when we have a death occur, we treat every as if it's a homicide until we can prove otherwise, whether it's someone, old person in their bed or what have you. So just for those reasons, we're going to take some pictures, okay?
Who died?
What's that?
Who died?
Your daughter.
The little girl's gone. Okay. So we're going to have you stand up. Officer Carrasco is going to remove your handcuffs. We're going to take some pictures, okay?
Stand up, sir.
Give him a minute.
Well, you guys were waking me up. She was talking.
This right here was a lie. His little girl was not talking by the time officers arrived to wake him up. We know that because autopsy reports show that she was long dead before the officers even arrived.
I mean, to be fair, he probably, like, he was high, and he probably thought she was talking to that at one point, probably saying, "Get off of me," and his high ass didn't pay it no mind, because he's a f***ing dumb-ass junkie.
His next statements will have you speculating just how shocked he was about his daughter's passing.
So, Mr. Bynum, here in a while, we're going to have a conversation about that, okay?
He probably was hallucinating.
But I know you're going to need a little time.
Wait for representation.
Okay, you're going to want a lawyer?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, then let's take some pictures, and then we can get you back to the cell for now, okay?
Where's my wife?
I think she's on the way here, but I'm not exactly sure where she's at. So, Mr. Bynum, if you could just stand to this wall right here.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Until I'm able to talk to representation.
Well, I'm not going to ask you any kind of questions at all.
A few searches.
Okay, get your hand out of your pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my friend. My bad. My bad.
What a fucking junkie. What a goddamn junkie.
Oh, I know this is a lot to go through. I do appreciate you, Mr. Bynum. I really do. May I see the inside of your hands, please? Just hold them out just like that?
No, I'm sorry, but until I get a lawyer or representative, I'm not going to release any welfare information.
All right, go ahead and take them back.
You see, Matthew is seemingly more than just a bad father. As more information came to light, accusation of violence, abuse, and neglect would begin to emerge. After meeting both parents, the detective paid a
Like, bro, makes sense, bro.
visit to the sick and suffering 7-year-old boy, receiving some much-needed medical attention.
How's he doing? Oh, I'm sorry.
I love you, dog.
How's he doing?
Love you too. Oh, thank you, Tony.
You could have what?
Put weight on his leg. So we're gonna do like.
I feel bad for that little boy, bro.
Any findings so far?
Like, imagine getting older and realizing what your parents were. That shit would, like, I don't know, that shit would bother me.
Hey, man, are you okay? Yeah. My name is Randy. I work with the sheriffs, okay? So I'm gonna take a couple pictures of you. You don't gotta do not a thing, okay? You just lay there and rest. I'm gonna take some photographs, okay? He's exhausted.
I know, buddy.
He's exhausted.
The little boy was in bad shape. Follicle samples showed that he had been exposed to pain, but right now he was getting treated for dehydration, altered mental status, and pneumonia. The New Mexico Children, Youth, and Families Department had been in touch with Music and Matthew since 2023 over concerns of their treatment of the little boy, physical neglect, other neglect, emotional abuse, inadequate clothing, and poor hygiene. They also noted the unsanitary state of their home, improper access to a toilet, inadequate water source for everyday washing, and attendance and educational problems that led to the little boy being held back. And then there were the medical issues. The child had asthma that went completely ignored and untreated by his parents. To top it all off, he had never been to the dentist, causing him to develop a speech impediment. It cannot be overstated how much this little boy needed to be rescued from his parents and the squalor they kept him in.
Teeth causes speech impediments? I thought that was just like a brain mannerism thing.
Speaking of which, the officers would return to that rundown home to look for what could have killed that little girl. What they found was truly horrific.
Tony, thank you, bro.
I love you, Dom.
Another heater.
Tony with the motherfucking sub. Good looks, my heart.
A little space heater, probably not good for indoor use. And the pipe.
It's the RV.
Residue and water. But we'll take this. This guy's uncle or someone in his family is apparently a multi-millionaire and allegedly has bought him a lawyer. Well, if I was Thaddeus, I would put and I was hiding something, I would put it in the van with the dogs. Well, definitely looks like he sleeps in here. Ugh, it's just a bunch of rotted food. Oh, that's lovely.
That's probably where he got the RV from. His rich family.
It's actually tuned.
They plays guitar.
Time in here.
Tony, good luck, my heart.
3 Bibles in here so far.
The plays guitar is crazy. He looked like Kurt Cobain.
This hasn't been touched in who knows how long.
Ironic.
You know what? I'm going to take the whole camera. Just in case. Once we leave, I might not be able to get this stuff ever again.
They have a camera for.
I'm not seeing nothing else, Gib, which kind of pisses me off. Because there's too much. There's too many questions unanswered. It's just like, god dang, man. Like, I don't like this, Gibby.
Subtrain? His name is Gibby.
Officers found dead mice, dog vomit, different types of excrement, paraphernalia, rotting food, and of course plenty of garbage.
I think that's
and
enough
broken glass
to
strewn
blame
all
for the
property.
homicide.
But still, no obvious evidence of foul play. Regardless, the police had everything they needed to understand what exactly happened in that home. All thanks to a very enlightening interview with Music Adame, where she inadvertently told the police exactly what killed her daughter.
Appreciate you, brother.
Like I said, you can vote this anytime you want, alright? like the deputy told you, I'm Detective Orozco. You can just call me Randy. That's fine. So my job is to figure out what happened today. And
damn, you gifted 57 subs.
That I obviously wasn't there for.
Make it 100.
So I'm playing a little bit of catch up. So
I want to know just as much what happened today. We were all super sick last night, and the last thing that we ate was some chocolate cake that I got for my daughter for her birthday party. She had a birthday party at Penny Park from 1 to 4. We left a little bit early because it was getting really cold. And we'd got, before the party, we'd got chocolate cake with white frosting, like rainbow frosting from Albertsons. Well, it happened last night, and I don't know how it happened, and I don't know if I don't have any idea what happened, but I want to know what.
So you're telling me the daughter died on her birthday?
And I want to know how it got to my.
Yo, Wacky Logan, what the
I'm telling you.
I love you, Dom.
And an investigation will have to be done, and that is fine with me. But I know that I do not do or I know that. And so if that's in my system, and if that's in my little girl's system, somebody
I love you,
put it there.
Okay,
Good looks,
so
gang.
you guys had a party at Pendant Park from 1 to 4.
Thank you guys, for real.
Yes, and it wasn't a party with alcohol or anything.
Wacky!
It was just my little girl's birthday party. That's all it was. We had cake. We didn't have ice cream because it melted. But we had cake and we had some chips, Doritos, and Ruffles.
So that
Bro, on her
happens,
birthday is
you guys have
actually
some cake,
insane.
And then later on, it starts getting cold.
It started getting cold, so we headed home, and then wanted to know if she could have one more slice of cake, and I said sure, and we all had a slice of cake before bed.
Slice of cake.
That's when things just started to get weird. I don't know if it was like, I've
Slice of
never had a sugar high like that. Like, I don't know what happened.
The detective was starting to hone in on Music's attempts to deflect responsibility. A family friend who attended the party was interviewed and reported suffering no illness from the cake. The couple's own son stated that he didn't feel sick and everyone was fine after eating the cake. At this point, Music was finally willing to come clean about her many failings as a parent, including admitting
Now
to
she wanna
taking
talk
drugs
about
the
not
day
the best
before her
thing.
daughter was found dead.
I do smoke weed and speed, but I had not imbibed any speed.
Okay, so just to be clear with speed.
Wait, speed?
I do not use them.
I show speed?
Regularly. It was just kind of like I wasn't feeling good. It doesn't matter.
No way.
So that's all just excuses.
She was watching Speed?
But anyways, I had not used any past like noon 30 at the very latest. Was the time that I used any.
They call speed. So I show meth. On God, I did not know they call speed meth.
Yesterday.
Okay.
Y'all need some
Right
heads.
before heading out to her party.
Okay.
And there was nothing. There was nothing that she could get in the room. The room is extremely messy, and that is true. And we're working on it. We don't have a vehicle right now to even take it to the dump. So it's really
hard.
It's
To the
hard.
dumps.
And I've done a lot of throughout my life, though. My name is Music. My parents named me Music. You know, that's the life.
What
I
does
grew
that
up in.
have to do with
But,
anything?
I felt like I did last night.
Your name doesn't define you being a drug addict.
Myself up. My daughter and my son couldn't hold themselves up. I had no idea what was going on, and I just wanted us to get some sleep, and I thought that would help. And I don't know what it was.
Yeah, she about to
I really want to
Sarah
see
Bella.
the blood work and stuff, because that was not like anything I've ever experienced. My parents, they are the best thing that ever happened to me. And I'm not the best thing to ever happen to them.
Of course, Music was only
Bro,
partly
like,
to
I'm
blame.
tired of that pity party. Like, bro, if you know you did something wrong, bro, own up to it. That's better than talking about some, I'm not good enough, I'm never good enough. Like, out of here, bro.
For what happened to her children. Matthew is still their father, and on top of being just as neglectful, he's apparently a man with some very violent tendencies.
My husband and I, he's been...
How did you even get married with that?
A little bit towards me, but never the kids.
Don't you have to go through a
He's
wedding
never,
to do that?
Not even close.
And sign
it's
papers?
always- a lot of times he's violent towards me because he doesn't feel like I'm doing right by the kids. I'm not saying that's right or wrong or anything, but
Makes
he
sense.
would never hurt the kids. Even if they were being frustrating with the night terrors, like, he came in to help, and I don't believe that my husband would hurt the kids. I've seen him in rages.
he didn't.
And he's never hurt the kids. Blind rages.
Music wasn't the only one that shared this sentiment. Her mother called Matthew a charming man with a violent and erratic nature. He had also been investigated in the past under suspicion of domestic violence due to his tendency to break things when he's upset. As you can now imagine, the police did not rule out the possibility that Matthew or even Music had murdered their own daughter. The truth, however, was much simpler than that, and all it took was a little bit of prodding to get it out.
What about the heater for the house?
The heater, we don't have the propane hooked in. We're out of propane.
And the coals? Like the place where you have the coals or whatever you were burning in there?
Yeah, it was coals. They were coals. But we burn them all the way to coals so they don't smoke the place out, and then we vent the window. Normally we have a propane heater, and when we have the propane hooked up to the heater that's up against the wall, we still leave it vented because
Wait, that could kill you?
a while back, like when we first moved in, this was over a year ago, my son was waking up, throwing up, and we discovered it's because we had all the windows shut with the propane heater on, so it wasn't ventilating properly, so we started leaving the windows just cracked, and that was enough, and all the throwing up stuff. So that was good.
Yeah, that was my initial thought with everyone in the house. Like you guys,
I thought heater was electric.
Time, like,
I didn't know carbon monoxide's in it.
Feeling good and having that type of heater inside the house, or even burning the coals inside, you get a little carbon monoxide. A certain percent, I'm not a doctor, some percent you're going to start feeling sick and whatnot, and after that things get a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
Right, progressively more serious until that's solved.
There should have been at least 2 windows cracked in the house.
Okay.
I don't know if they recorded that or not, but there should have been at least 2 windows cracked in the house.
And now you're going to prison.
That was it. In an almost throwaway manner, music just stated what killed her daughter: carbon monoxide poisoning. What you're looking at now was the of it. The parents had burned coal for heat indoors and failed to open the windows. The only ventilation in the tiny home was a small gap in one window, allowing a cord to run outside.
Stupid.
Had inhaled an unhealthy amount of the toxic gas. Tragically, it was fatal for the little girl. Right from the start of this case, the pain and sickness music had been describing were in fact symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning. The dizziness.
It's crazy.
And I kept trying to sit up, and I couldn't sit up. Last night, I just felt like I couldn't hold myself up. Like, I kept falling into the wall. My kids kept falling into the wall.
The muscle soreness.
So wait, do junkies use carbon monoxide as a drug? Is that possible? They do? Bro, you could really get high with anything.
And general weakness.
You were weak, you were dizzy.
All of the above. And I felt it when they first were trying to get me up. I kept trying to get up. I was trying to get up.
Are you guys on anything? No? What?
No, I'm just...
And that little boy there is just sitting there taking that shit in, bro. He's literally, he looks like he's passed out.
It was like super painful.
Terrible.
Your stomach.
No, my shoulder.
Oh, your shoulder.
And then there was the sneezing and difficulty breathing.
And that I was just having a really bad allergy attack because I was sneezing a whole lot and I was having a really hard time breathing. And then my husband started complaining about feeling a little bit sick, but he too thought it was just allergies because the snot was clear, like there wasn't green mucus and it wasn't thick, it was like just dripping, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Including headaches, nausea, vomiting, rapid heartbeat, shortness of breath, seizures, chest pain, disorientation, and loss of consciousness. These are all signs of carbon monoxide poisoning. To make matters worse, this wasn't even their first time dealing with it. They'd already gotten their kids sick in the past using heaters improperly. The toxic gas had such a severe effect on full-grown adults, it's no wonder the tiny bodies of their children couldn't take it.
The kids were fine. The kids were fine all the way up until I woke up in the middle of the night because was crying and they appeared to be asleep. Like they were having night terrors, but like severe night terrors. And then
yeah,
I woke
no
up.
Shit, they were literally dying.
To my kids,
they were literally dying in their fucking sleep. Obviously, they're probably having a nightmare.
I don't have any idea, but my husband might know because she was alive, you know. She was crying, and then we just couldn't figure out what it was that was making them cry. And my son was curled up in a little ball, and they were breathing, they were responsive somewhat, you know, like there were vital signs, you know, but they were both crying, like they were both alive and crying.
It's easy to miss, but Music's statement at this part of the interview is oddly suspicious. She just mentioned that her children were responsive, had vital signs, and were alive. This would not be out of the ordinary, except, at this point, the police had not yet informed Music that her daughter had passed, giving the impression that the couple knew more than they were letting on from the start. This was the point the detective broke the news of her daughter's death to Music, and you can judge for yourself just how shocked she was by the news.
So from what they're thinking, at that time, things could have changed. He looks like he has a touch of pneumonia.
Okay.
Okay, but I mean, otherwise, he seemed pretty okay. They're treating them. They're gonna do what doctors do.
Yeah.
She didn't even know. I'm not gonna lie. This detective's smart for not telling her, because if she would have knew, she wouldn't have said any of that shit.
For all sorts of stuff. She didn't survive.
She probably knew though. She had to know. She's not that dumb. She had to fucking know.
Sorry.
What did they say happened?
We don't know. We have no idea.
I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, how do you sit there for 9 months with a baby inside your stomach, give birth to that person, like risk your life to give birth, just to kill them, just to treat them like this? Like, I can't comprehend, bro, how a mother could abuse their children or put them in this environment after going through all that. Like, you're risking your own life.
Do a toxicology on her?
We are going the full 9 yards to figure out what it was that happened.
Please do.
So that's why I wanted to talk to you and Daddy to figure out, because this stuff doesn't really happen, right?
No.
So I'm so sorry to be the one to have to tell you that. You shouldn't have to hear this from someone that you don't even know.
Yeah, she knows.
But we are going to look into it as deeply as we possibly can to try to get a better answer for what happened. So your son, the deputy that took him to the hospital turned him over to CYFD because we had the of a child.
Yes, how come they didn't turn him over to his grandparents?
Because that was the decision that he made at that time. It was to give him the CYFD and then they can do their safety plan and that kind of stuff. Did you know she was?
I didn't know. I wasn't sure, but I did feel like something wasn't right. And so that's when I started calling out. Was just calling out for help. I did not know. I just knew something wasn't right.
She was literally unconscious. You were not calling out for help unless you're like in your dreams and you thought you were talking to somebody.
Sometimes things happen, right? But that's why we got to look at everything. We got to look at this whole picture.
Please look at everything. Please look at everything because Please look at everything.
100%. Like I said, I'm not the kind of cop I'm here to catch anybody up. That's not what this is. Okay? What this is a matter of trying to figure out what happened. Because right now, nobody knows.
Alright. These detectives are really good at lying. You obviously trying to pinpoint who's the murderer, bro.
He refused to make a statement to me. So I couldn't speak to him about it to get more information.
Does he know?
Yeah, he knows. I told him. I was under the impression that he knew when I talked to him. He wasn't aware.
I just thought it was bizarre how this was bizarre how sloppy we all were. It just was weird. It was weird. I just should have called. I should have called when she was crying and was asleep.
Well, it's too late now, you dumbass.
Look, I just wanted to be last night again. I just wanted to be last night again. And I want people to be my baby girl. And I want to be holding my boy.
That ain't ever happening again. Oh God, you ain't never finna hold that kid again. What? It's Robs, B. You about to be in prison for the rest of your life.
The detective wasn't very convinced by her reaction. He wrote in his report, she appeared to attempt to be shocked and also cried, but no tears came out. She would stop and stare off for brief moments of time, which could have been initial shock or theatrics. Her emotional response did not appear to be genuine. Her son was eventually interviewed about what exactly happened that night. He described having the heat in the home on full blast. His sister was in between both parents with the blanket over her face, possibly restricting her breathing.
Jesus Christ, dude. Treating her daughter like a goddamn pillow, bro.
By the time an autopsy was done on the little girl, it was discovered that she had inhaled so much carbon monoxide, she had a carbohemoglobin saturation level of 70%. To put that in context, the typical saturation level in smokers is 8%. Toxic symptoms may start at about 10%. Without resuscitative measures,
oh my God,
death can occur at 40%. This little girl had a saturation level of 70.
Oh yeah, so give him 70 years. Simple. That's pretty simple. Give him 70 years.
Within 24 hours, the detectives already understood what killed Music and Matthew's daughter, but there was still a homicide investigation to finish. And after 2 months, an arrest warrant was issued for the negligent parents.
Watch them. I was about to say, watch them both. So damn, they're running in this.
This felt.
What?
You're gonna do this while my son's going. Could you stop them from bringing my son out here right now?
I'm gonna bring your son out. Don't worry about it, okay?
What's going on?
Good, bro. What's going on? Motherfucker, you know what's going on. What you forgot?
What was this?
What you forgot?
Well, we have him in hand.
What did I do?
What you forgot?
Remember music, wait until you're running.
I'm just trying to figure out what I did. I have a right to know what I've done.
What you Yo, what? Yo, your daughter it died, bro. Like, you acting like it happened 20 years ago. It happened 2 months ago. What you forgot?
Oh.
What did I do?
What? Bro.
Why do I have a warrant out for my arrest? I just was pulled over by a state trooper yesterday, because of my license plate light and everything was
She
clear.
bad?
I spoke
Dude.
with Detective Orozco
That
yesterday.
tweaker, bro. Calm down.
Anything
No.
no. Stick me, cut me.
No.
If you're gonna go to jail with the cause you a felony?
No.
All right, with
She
the back
got
of
a
my hand,
nice
the back of my
back,
hand
though.
only. I'm gonna pat you down, okay?
I ain't gonna lie, she do got a nice back.
Okay.
She probably be working that out. Tweaker.
Wait till the attorney.
Yeah, would y'all
Good.
Matthew remained mostly quiet during the arrest. Music, on the other hand,
Why am I under arrest?
wouldn't shut the up.
I'll let you know right now.
Hold on, you playing that Why you
You're
turning
getting
off?
charged for
Homicide?
a child resulting in
No way!
first-degree felony.
That is not true! I just
Count
talked
two.
with Detective Orozco!
Of a child, great bodily harm.
No!
Second-degree felony.
Yeah!
Count three.
Yeah!
Child.
Yeah!
So you're getting
When do I? Can I talk to Detective Orozco?
no. You're going straight to the jail.
Whoa!
Not fair!
Well, life's not fair.
To him, it was carbon monoxide poisoning, and we did not do it on purpose.
Duh! But you did it. You
20.
did it. You did
Matthew
it.
Bynum was charged with
Got
the first-degree
it.
felony of intentional of a child resulting in, and the second-degree felony of subsequent of a child. Several decades and potentially even life in prison. The boy has since been placed in proper care.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it.
Click the video on screen as I delve further into more cases.
Love to hear it, bro. Love to hear it. Lock his ass up. Lock him up. You're going to jail.
Real that bird, been I think this is legit, nigga. 5-star dinners, 5 stars on my bitch, nigga. Been 10 fat shit up on my wrist, been him, could've been anything I wanna get, nigga.